Okay, welcome to another session in this series. In the previous session, we ended on question number 89. So here we start with question number 90. The question says, if the interior angles of a pentagon are 2x, x, 2x, 3x, and x, find the value of x. So it says what the interior angles of a pentagon. So we know that our n is equal to 5, right? What is the formula for the sum of interior angles is what? N minus 2. Okay, cool. Now, and we know that our n is equal to 5. Okay, so we can sum all our angles and then we equate it to this. Cool. So now we have 180. N is 5. So if 5 minus 2 is equal to x plus 2x plus 2x plus 3x plus x. Okay, so we add, this is 3x, 5x, 8x, 9x. Okay, so we have 9x 180 times 3. Let's divide both sides by 9. What do you have? 9 cancels out, 9 cancels here. How many times? 20 times. Okay, so our x is what? 60. 20 times 3. 20 times 3 is 60. Okay, so 60 is our answer, which is D. All right, let's move on to question number 91. The question says, in the diagram, PQ is parallel to EG. This and this are parallel. PHQ is an isosceles triangle. PHQ is an isosceles triangle. That means two of the angles are the same. All right, so let's label this side also to be 50. Okay, now, and angle HFG is 130. So this angle right here, HFG, this angle is 130. Okay, find angle PHQ. PHQ is which one? PHQ. This angle is what we're looking for. Okay, so we don't actually need to go far. The sum of angles in a triangle add up to what? 180. But we know two angles, which is 50 and 50. So how do you get this angle? Assuming we call that angle as what? X. Then we would say that x plus 50 plus 50 should give us what? 180. Okay, so x will give us 180 minus 100, which is 80. Okay, so our answer is 80 degrees, which is B. Okay, cool. Let's move on to question number 92. The question says, in the diagram, FH is parallel to YG. This and this are parallel. Okay, and then angle WZ, where is EWZ, is 70. Okay, and then YLZ is 30. YLZ is what? 30. Cool. YLZ is 30. Find the value of x. So we're looking for this x. Okay, so let me just expand this so we can see it properly. Okay, all right. Now, since these two lines are parallel, then we'll have corresponding angles, right? Corresponding angles. This angle is the same as this angle because they are corresponding. Okay, so this angle here is what? 30. Cool. So let's write that down. This angle is 30. Okay, now this angle here and then this angle here are they are opposite, vertically opposite angles, so they will also be what? The same. So this angle also is what? 30. Cool. Now in order to find x, we can just add what? These two interior angles, because we know that the sum of two interior angles give us what? The opposite exterior angle. So the sum of this angle and this angle will give us what? The opposite exterior angle, which is x. So when we add 30 and 70, we should get x. So x is equal to 30 plus 70, and x will give us 100. Okay, which is C. All right, cool. Let's go to question number 93. The question says, in the diagram, M and PQRS are three intersecting straight lines. They all intersect at this point, okay? Which of the following statement is true? Cool, so let's take it one by one. It says T equals Y. Where is T? T equals Y. This is not true because how do they match each other? They don't relate in any way. We can say T is equal to X because what? They are vertically opposite. But T equals Y is false. So this is not true. Okay? Now let's move on to the second one. It says X plus Y plus Z plus M is 180. So X plus Y plus Z plus M is 180. This is false. If it was only this, it would be true, but they added M, so it cannot be 180. Okay? If it was only X, Y, Z, then we can say they are up to 180. But here they've added M, which is below this straight line, so that means it cannot be 180. So that is also not true. Okay, let's go to this one. The I. It says X plus M plus N equals 180. X plus M plus N equals 180. That is very true because this N is equal to Y. So we can say this N is replacing the Y over here. So this N is replacing the Y over here. So that means X plus N plus M is equal to 180, which is very true because angles on the line add up to what? 180. So the answer I is what? True. Okay, let's go to the last one, which is IV. It says X plus N is equal to M plus Z. That is false. That is false. That is not true. Okay, so this is wrong. So the only one that is correct is what? I, which is B. Okay, so our answer is B. Cool. I think we'll have to stop here for now. In the next session, we move on to question number 34. See you again next time. Bye.